Is your ex acting strangely? Does it feel like they want you one minute and then the next they're nowhere to be found? Is it impossible to tell their true intentions? Well, then chances are your ex is playing mind games. And in this video, I'll cover what it looks like when your ex is playing mind games, why they do it, and what you should do next if you want them back. I, of course, am Brad Browning, aka Breakup Brad, aka the Ex-Back Geek, and I've helped tens of thousands of people all around the world get a second chance with their exes using simple psychology, and I can help you as well. So while you're here, please hit that subscribe button to get notified when I release future videos just like this one. Now, let's get into it. First off, what does it mean for your ex to play mind games? Well, typically your ex is manipulating your emotions through subtle, or sometimes not so subtle, actions that they hope will elicit some sort of response from you. Now, we'll talk about why they do it in just a minute, but first let's talk about what this kind of thing looks like. There's actually 5 different ways why they might do this. Number 1, they might be trying to elicit jealousy. So this is the most common example, or at least the easiest to spot, and this is when they try to make you jealous by being flirty or romantic to somebody else in a way that's very clearly directed at you. So maybe your ex is posting all about their new relationship on social media, specifically to get back at you and make you feel bad, even though maybe you only broke up, 2 weeks ago. Or maybe they're just talking to mutual friends all about their new partner and how they're so much better than you. Things like that. Now, this can be difficult to tell apart from an ex who's genuinely moving on with their life. But if you and your ex still talk regularly and you get a vibe that they miss you and can't stay away, then them doing things like this is probably their way of playing mind games with you. And it's also a sign of bitterness about the breakup. So if you ended things, or you did something hurtful like you cheated on them or lied to them, then they might be trying to make you jealous in order to get back at you in some way. Number 2 is crossing boundaries. So after a breakup, it's normal and necessary for you to put some boundaries about how you're going to interact. So for example, you're probably going to stop saying goodnight to one another every night, asking them how their day was, things like that. But a common mind game your ex will play is to act like nothing has changed and insist that you still maintain the same kind of closeness that you had when you were actually still dating. Now, they'll probably get upset when you refuse to stay friends, when you don't answer their texts, and when you treat them like an ex rather than, something more. This is really common for exes who didn't have great boundaries to begin with, if they didn't respect your privacy and independence while you were dating, and they always insisted on closeness no matter what. Now, exes like this can be extremely difficult to deal with. They might drop by unannounced, blow up your phone, and still just sort of generally treat you like you're still their partner when you're clearly not. Now, there are even cases of exes who will, accidentally run into you somewhere just in order to get your attention. Scary stuff. Number 3 is contacting your friends and family. Now, obviously, a lot of breakups include mutual friends, and that can be tough to navigate. But if it seems like your ex is messaging people just to get your attention, then they probably are. Now, this can include things like flirting or spreading rumors and lies. They might even go so far as to contact your family, asking about you, or even using them to get in touch with you. Now, exes who do this are seriously trying to get a reaction from you, but don't fall for it. Stay strong and continue to focus on yourself rather than getting drawn into their BS. Number 4, sending cruel or manipulative messages. So if your ex does this, then they're going for the direct approach. And this can include things like texting you suggestively late at night and then pulling away thereafter. It can also just be straight up cruel messages like, you'll never find someone as good as me, or I hope you're happy being all alone. Or, sometimes maybe your ex will even accidentally send you a message that's meant for somebody else and then follow it up with, oops, sorry, sent that to the wrong person, just to get you wondering, who they thought you were messaging. Now, this is truly desperate stuff, and it can be truly hurtful for those of you on the receiving end. If you get a message like this, it can make you seriously reconsider whether or not you want to waste any more time on this person. Number 5, playing the victim on social media. So it's pretty common after breakups for somebody to, post sad song lyrics or something like that on social media. But they might also take it, a step further and share posts about toxic or abusive relationships to sort of imply that you mistreated them. Now, it's one thing to try to heal and move past a negative relationship, but posting about it online is almost always intended to send a message to one particular person. Now, if you're still not sure if your ex is playing mind games, look at their past behavior. If they were manipulative during your relationship, then there's a good chance that they won't stop just because you've broken up. Now, let's move on and talk about why your ex is playing mind games with you after the breakup. Now, the number 1 reason they're going to do this, and it's actually a good one if you're hoping for a second chance. And that's that they're playing mind games because they're not sure about what they want, they feel conflicted about the breakup, and they're considering taking you back. Now, you might wish they'd just come to you and tell you how they feel, but since they're so conflicted, it would make sense that they're just displaying some, hot and cold behavior towards you. Another big reason that your ex might be playing mind games with you is because they miss having control. Now, manipulative people want to control all the people around them in their life. So if you escape their grasp by moving on with your life, they won't like that, right? And that's why they'll drag you right back into their orbit by doing stuff like this while never fully letting you get as close to them as you'd probably like. Now, their goal isn't to get you back, but to keep you off balance, to keep you confused, and to make sure that they can still dominate you even after the two of you have broken up. Now, I'm not a doctor, but a person like this would probably sometimes be better off seeking a psychologist's help. This isn't, necessarily a great sign for your chances, but it is something that you want to be aware of if you're wondering what your next move needs to be. Now, there's also exes who will play mind games in order to get back at you for mistakes that you might have made during the relationship. So if you cheated on them, you lied to them, or otherwise mistreated them, then they might see this as a way of getting back at you without actually doing any real harm. So they might do things like string you along for weeks and then disappear completely, or act interested, only to make fun of you behind your back. And then there's exes that will play mind games with you because they genuinely want you to take notice and try to win them back. Now, this is obviously a bit of an immature approach, but it's also pretty common. Exes like this want you to, fight for them. So rather than just admitting that they made a mistake, they'll need you to take action and win them back so that they don't lose face. And the worst thing about manipulative exes is that they may be in any or all of these categories, and their motivations may change from day to day without them even knowing. There's a lot of complicated feelings that come after a breakup, and there's a good chance that they do still love you, hate you, resent you, and feel an overwhelming need for your approval all at the same time. So what should you do next if you want your ex back and you want these mind games to stop? Well, first, since the situation is so volatile, you'll definitely need to proceed with caution. Now, whatever you do, do not engage with their manipulative behavior. And while it may allow you to get closer to them, giving in to their mind games will not make it any easier to get them back. In fact, it's actually going to make you less desirable to them in the long run. Because, when they may want you to get jealous, they may want you to get angry or upset at their behavior, if you actually do so, that's going to change the balance of power in the relationship. They know that they can easily get a rise out of you, through this kind of mind games, then they'll subconsciously lose respect for you and see you as less valuable. And above all else, you want to be in control of the situation rather than reacting to what your ex is doing. Getting an ex back is about being in control and staying proactive. So if you are struggling with a manipulative ex who's making your breakup feel impossible, please consider signing up for my one-on-one coaching service. I've helped thousands of people in situations like yours, and I know exactly how to handle exes who are playing mind games. So head on over to breakupbrad.com/coaching after this video is over and see if I have any slots available right now so we can get your situation sorted out. Again, that's breakupbrad.com/coaching. Now, with that in mind, I recommend avoiding this mess by getting a clean break from your ex. Obviously, this is going to be a difficult step to take, but it really is a necessary one. See, if you stay in regular contact with your ex, neither of you really have time to grieve the relationship and process what went wrong. And this is especially true in situations where your ex is playing mind games with you. Since you and your ex are essentially, still playing out the old conflicts in your relationship, even now, without any of the benefits and closeness and intimacy that you had back when you were still officially together. Now, this is why I recommend no contact to everyone in your situation. This means, taking a full 30-day break from interacting with your ex in any way. And in fact, if your ex is really playing mind games, then you might need to extend that to 40 or even 50 days of no contact. Now, I know this may seem extreme, but it's completely necessary for just about everyone after a breakup, and even more so if your ex is manipulating your emotions, because it allows you both time and space to start missing one another. The thing about no contact is that it's like going cold turkey for your relationship. And while this will be hard for you, it's going to be even more difficult for your ex, since they'll start to realize that they actually did this to themselves. And this kind of time apart will maximize their sadness and make them wonder if they may have missed their one chance at happiness. And beyond that, this time away from the negative, cycle of your relationship will allow any bad feelings that they had surrounding the breakup to start to fade away. So that's why you need to start no contact right now. Stop texting your ex back, stop watching their Instagram stories, stop talking on the phone, or really communicating with them in any way. Given that your ex is trying to manipulate you, this could be a bit more difficult than a normal case where your ex actually respects your boundaries. They may go to extreme lengths to avoid no contact, like pretending to be in serious trouble, reaching out to your friends and family just to try to get in contact with you. So, to be very direct, you really need to resist the urge to talk to your ex unless it's a critically important situation. And honestly, there's very few situations where your ex is going to need that kind of thing from you and need to hear from you. I know it is flattering to have somebody who's so invested in you that they're willing to act crazy just to get your attention, but this isn't love, it's manipulation. And remember, by giving into them, you're actually making it more difficult to get back together, not easier. And if you are watching this video, then I'm guessing your ex won't respond well to you suddenly breaking off all contact. If your ex won't leave you alone and you feel like it would help, don't be afraid to make it clear to your ex that you're trying to move on and that while you care about them, you don't think being in contact is really helpful right now or is going to be good for either of you. So don't get drawn into a fight about this. Just be clear about it. Be firm with your intention to, cut off all contact. And now that you've ripped off the Band-Aid, spend those 30 days of no contact focusing on yourself and not your ex. I always recommend that my clients set goals during this time and, take tangible steps toward achieving them. Honestly, you'll be really surprised how big of an effect this can have on your outlook because really it's easy to get it stuck in your head following a breakup, wondering what went wrong and what you could have done differently. So by shifting your focus off the past and onto the future, you're going to feel better faster than you ever thought possible. And you don't have to climb Everest or anything. Your goal can, be as simple as starting to learn an instrument, starting to learn how to do French cooking, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just this little change will allow you to blow off steam. And when you can't get your mind off your ex, it'll give you a place to put your energy so that you don't get drawn back into your ex's mind games. Then after the 30 days of no contact have passed, you can then begin the process of reattracting your ex. Now, hopefully this time apart will allow him or her to calm down and to stop all the mind games so that you're able to connect with them on a more honest level. All right, guys, that just about does it for this video. If you're wondering what your ex's intentions are, why don't you leave a comment below for me and I will weigh in on what your next move should be. And of course, if you're still stuck on what to do in your particular situation, remember that I do offer one-on-one coaching over at my website, breakupbrad.com/coaching. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video.